Alright, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it's Super here. Welcome back to another MK11 video. God damn, it's hot in my room. So I might sound a little bit more annoyed than usual, but we're here to talk about MK11. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this game. I feel like it's really fun to play. But there are a lot of things in this game compared to other Mortal Kombat games that I kind of want to talk about, and I think this game could improve to become an even better game, and possibly in a few years be the best Mortal Kombat game of all time. So I kind of want to talk about some changes that I would like to see implemented in MK11. If you guys have your own, make sure you write them down in the comments section, and also leave a like on the video. It's always appreciated. But I'm just gonna go through a few here that I just quickly thought of, and these are just some that come off the top of my head. Number one is the hitbox issue. Hitbox issues you guys have seen plenty of times, where let's just say, for example, someone does, well, maybe I could even like put the clip on the screen somewhere where I was playing versus a Baraka player. They did a forward 4-4. I jumped over them, was behind them, and somehow the forward 4 still hit me, sucked me into a crushing blow. Those are the kind of situations that need to get fixed. There's characters in the game, like Devora, that has overheads miss because someone is crouching. That should definitely not happen, but I'm not going to go in on that too hard because it's been confirmed that the hitbox issues are going to get addressed. One thing that I do want to talk about as far as different hitbox properties, I don't even know what this counts for, but the grabs in this game are ridiculous. There are so many times where I stick out a down one and it should hit the opponent, but the grab takes priority. That should not happen. Not only that, but there's a lot of times where, let's see if I could even demonstrate, the grab takes priority from a down 4, from like super far away, like sucks in your down 4, and your opponent gets grabbed, or you get grabbed, and you're not even in the range of that grab. She sucked them in. There you go. Sucking them in. This should not be a grab range. That should not be a grab range right there. Look at where I'm at. The down 4 is in such far range that it should not be able to get the grab, but somehow I suck in the opponent just like that. It's pretty crazy, and it might not happen all the time, but it happens way too often to be ignored. The grabs in this game are ridiculous. Another change I would like to see is to make some of the stupid requirements for brutalities go away. Now, I got Frost in here. This might not be too hard, but it's still annoying. Now, if you want to have brutalities in which you have to perform a mercy first, that's fine. You could leave those because all you have to do is perform the mercy. You know, if you get that win and you decide to risk it by throwing out a mercy, you know, that's your fault if you lose to perform that brutality. It's happened to me before, right? Doesn't feel good, but hey, you won the game and you risked it. But some of these must have less than 40% health. Why? Why must I have less or more than 40% health in order to perform something that brings excitement to the game? I went on MKX and I literally had more brutalities being performed ending from a combo in 2.5 hours than I have in the last month of this game. The reason is because there's so many stupid requirements. You know what? I was thinking, you know, we're going to get some crazy brutalities. We're going to be able to perform them and see them a lot in tournament from people finishing combos with these brutalities. No, sir. How many times do you guys see a brutality being performed at the end of a combo to finish off a game in tournaments, in videos from your favorite YouTubers that you watch? It doesn't happen too often. Where are you sunglasses? So final hit must come from Johnny Cage throwing the shades, $500 shades. This is the 6%, right? So your opponent has to be 6% or under. You have to specifically target that 6% range and under, and they have to get hit by this. and it's like 100 frame startup move. I got it from like around here, right? There was one time where someone just happened to not be blocking. I threw my shades at him from this distance, but nope. You weren't far enough to get the brutality. Why can't they make it so, you know, where you could combo into it and then boom, you get the brutality? Why is it so hard to make it accessible for people to get brutalities in the game? People want to end the match in style. That's what brutalities are for. And when you put these stupid requirements for brutalities, it just kills the hype of the game. Let's stay on this brutality topic, shall we? Let's go into the character customization. Let's stay on this topic for a minute. Could I check how much time I put into this game? Career stats. I don't know if it says how many hours. There you go. You see that? 122 hours playing this game. Crypt, tower grinding, a bunch of stuff. Let's go into the character customization and see how many brutalities I have unlocked for the characters that I play. I feel like there needs to be a way to unlock all brutalities for a specific character or for all characters. I don't care if I have to pay real life money to unlock all brutalities for characters, because like I said before, that's one of the best things about a Mortal Kombat game starting with X, is that you have these brutalities to make the game even more exciting than it is by finishing off your opponent with something stylish. And let's check out how many brutals I have. Shang Tsung just came out. 6 brutals. And this includes, by the way, the brutality that is already unlocked by default, which is the down 2 brutality. Another stupid requirement. You can't block during the final round. What the hell is that? Just give me the down 2 brutality if I finish the game with it, please. God, that one annoys the hell out of me. Why do I have to not block the entire final round? Just let me do the brutal if I want. Big Daddy Khan, I have grinded the hell out of this character. Frost, Aaron Black, and Shao Kahn are probably my 3 most played characters in this game. And I don't even have all his brutals. 122 hours played on this game. Not all of them by me. There's a lot by my AI, but you guys get the gist. Frost, Baby Frost. I have 5 brutalities for this character. And that 5 includes a down 2 that comes by default. So that means out of 122 hours, one of my most played characters, I only have, in reality, 4 of her 8 to 9 brutalities. Johnny Cage, I got 9 brutals for Johnny Cage. So that pretty much confirms it. Each character has 9 brutalities. If Johnny has 9 and Scorpion has 9. So, you know, 6 out of 9, 7 out of 9, 5 out of 9. Sonya, 5 out of 9. Cassie, 8. And I still don't have the tackle brutality. Jax, 5. Sub-Zero, 8. 6, 5. Get this. Look at the princess. Only 5 for the princess. I want more brutals for the princess. 5. 4 for Jade. Thank God one of them is the what would Melina do, because that brutal is amazing. There's so many cool brutalities in this game that I might never unlock. Let me repeat that. There are some amazing brutalities in this game that you or I will never unlock, because there is no easy way to unlock brutalities. One of the best things about the game. Aaron Black, my most played character. I'm still missing 1. Devora, 8. Kotal, 7. Gerus, 6. 7 for Collector and 5 for Cetrion. You would think that 122 hours keeping my eye like an eagle on the towers, waiting for a specific tower to pop up that's gonna give me a brutality for one of my characters. This doesn't even matter if it's one of my characters, just a character. Waiting for a tower like this, no brutality. I got everything from this one already. No brutality rewards on that one. This one I'm doing because it's the 5 stages for your specific character. That's what I'm saying. I feel like a change they can make is if you like complete the 5 towers for your specific character, you should unlock at least 2 brutalities. No brutalities here. There's never brutalities here, but a lot of times you're going to get brutalities in this one and in this one. And a lot of times these are just 2-3 hour towers. What am I supposed to do if I'm asleep? Or what are you supposed to do if you're at school or you're working and you cannot be at home just keeping an eye on the screen 24/7 to get that one brutality for the character that you want so bad, and then it doesn't come for weeks? And then what about if you miss it when it comes back weeks later? That needs to change. There's no reason why you shouldn't have access to unlock all brutalities. If you want a way to unlock all brutalities for specific characters without having to spend money, do it right here in this horrible premium shop. Instead of having singular costumes, have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have 5 different things for one specific character. Featured character, Liu Kang. You could buy one of his intros, you could buy one of his outros, you could buy a taunt, you could buy a brutality, and you could buy a costume. There you go. That's a way better way to incentivize people to grind for these source crystals. Not even source crystals, I forgot what the hell, time crystals, whatever the hell they're called. It'll give people an incentive to actually go for that because, hey, you know, maybe tomorrow my character is going to pop up here and I'll be able to buy a brutality and I'll be able to buy a character outro or intro that I haven't gotten yet. Instead of having just completely random gear pieces and random costumes. There was one time that there was a duplicate costume of, I don't remember what character it was. It might have been Cassie Cage. There was a duplicate costume. There was 2 slots that were the exact same costume. This thing is hot basura. They should rework this and have it be a featured character instead of featured items for one specific character instead of having just random options that pop up here and there. And this way, if you have a brutality that you could purchase that you might be able to get from completing a tower that you might get lucky on to catch when you're actually online and not either at work, at school, out and about, doing errands, hanging out with friends, exercising. This could be a way to unlock at least one brutality at a time for characters that are featured in the shop. But I think brutalities is one of the things that pisses me off about this game, because like I mentioned before, I hopped on MKX, that beautiful game that has all brutalities unlocked by default. Not only that, but it has secret brutalities, which this game has secret brutals too. But guess what? You have to have that specific brutality to perform the secret brutality of that brutality. And a lot of times you're not going to have it. The guaranteed brutalities that you're going to get are 2 brutalities that you get here in the character towers. You don't get it for stage 5, the most important stage of them all. You just get an intro and outro and then some stupid augment. You get it for stage, I think 2 and 4 is where you get 1 brutality for your specific character. I feel like that needs to change. One more thing before we move on to the last part here is I would definitely like to see the option to be able to pick your taunts, because there's a lot of specific taunts in the game that are better than others. Now, some of you guys might not agree, but I want Cassie's dab, okay? Where's the dab at? Dab it up, all right? If you could pick what intros and outros you use, why not give us the option to pick the taunt that we want after we win a round? That makes no sense to me. I don't want to have to circle through all these in order for Cassie to dab. I want her to dab on my opponent every single first round that I win. Please, NetherRealm, make it so we could pick the taunts that we want. Thank you. All right, final one here is I feel like there needs to be a third variation added to this game, because there are so many characters that only have one viable variation. They only have one variation that is represented in tournaments. And if you add another variation with a lot of these amazing moves, well, you know what? Let's get out Cassie. She doesn't have too many amazing moves. she has two really good tournament variations. But let's go with Frosty here. Frost has a lot of awesome moves. I didn't want to make that cool pun. It's just right there in your face, okay? She has a lot of awesome moves. That would be cool. God damn it. I didn't want to say it. That would be great to see in people use in tournaments. I think this is something that's going to come to MK11, but it's not going to come to the game for a bit. I don't think that we're going to get custom variations because, you know, there are a lot of moves. I understand that they don't want to have to carefully balance everything. But as somebody who has played every single character, and for like maybe 70% of my matches I've played in casual matches, and I've tried out a lot of different moves, I'm going to be honest with you guys. There might be a handful of moves that I felt, man, this move is insane, right? But other than that, there's a lot of moves in this game that are just fun to use. They still act like moves that are in competitive variations. There's a lot of moves that are still risk reward, unsafe. You know, they might be good, but they're unsafe. That risk reward factor is there. I really don't think with the way a lot of these moves are now, excluding maybe a handful, I don't think they would have much trouble balancing all these different moves. And with the way they set up the variation system, there's a lot of moves that clash with each other. So for example, if you put on a specific move that requires like a down back 4 motion, like this for example, you might lose a move that she has by default that requires down back 4. Like for example, I'll give you guys one. Scarlet. She has, where's this down back 4 move? Here we go. So she has this red mist, right? This restands the opponent. It causes her to get this aura of blood, and it does damage over time. And it lasts for about 5 seconds. But when you equip this move, you lose the tongue slap. That is a really, really good zoning option for Scarlet. So the way they put this together, they were already thinking about balancing the game. You can't just mix and match every single move. There's moves that you can't use in combination with other moves. So honestly, I don't think that they would have such a hard time balancing all these moves in the game because they already thought about that custom variation option. But if we don't get the custom variation and the game doesn't open up completely, I definitely want another variation added as soon as possible. And I think that about does it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the end of today's video. These are some of the things that I would like to see change in MK11. Let me know down below in the comment section what changes you would like to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and you aren't subscribed already, make sure you guys do so. And if you want to see some more, there's videos popping up on the screen right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.